Happy Friday! Come join me as we make our own pizza dough. And yes, this is my parents' pizza dough from Italy. Dall'Italia. Facciamo la pizza all homemade. And we are going to use semolina flour. You could always skip it if you don't have it, but I do find it adds a little bit of like a different texture to your pizza dough. I just heard from someone today that a ball of pizza dough is like $5.99 at Wegmans. It used to be $2.99. So let's make like two big rolls of pizza dough ourselves. So let me know if you're catching this live or in replay. So I would love to hear first, have you ever made your pizza dough? Maybe you've been scared, so hopefully I can show you how easy it is to make your own pizza dough and just a few key tips to making sure that your dough rises, and with the right tools, it's even easier, okay? So for those of you guys that don't know me, hi, my name is Claudia. I help people get dinner on the table in like 30 minutes or less, and I love to show people that dinner doesn't have to be complicated if we know what it is that we're doing, right? So let me know where you're tuning in from. You're either probably, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Maybe you're coming from one of my virtual parties. So every week I host virtual parties with my host, and they invite their friends. So if you're one of those parties or a host are here, make sure you comment in the chat. Good morning. Hi, Kimmy. Hello. Hi, Stacy. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Stephanie. So here we go. Let's go. You guys ready? And we're going to use 3 power tools today. So many times people are like, Claudia, do you use all your electric products? I mean, I don't use them all every day. I mean, I probably use my air fryer and my blender every single day. But some of them I don't use every single day, and we're going to talk about a new one. But today, we're going to make homemade pizza dough. We're going to make tomato sauce or pizza sauce or whatever you call it. And we're going to use another power tool to proof our dough. I just discovered that a couple months ago, and I'm obsessed with it. So no more sticking it in the oven, all right? All right, let's go. In my dad's dialect, instead of andiamo, which is like the proper way, you're going to it's like a little dialect. Anyway, so here we go. Introducing to you our new deluxe stand mixer. That's what we're going to use, okay? And what I love about it is that it has a presetting on the left side over here. So I'm just going to hit knead, and it's just going to do it for 8 minutes all by itself, okay? So it has a little hook right here on the bottom, so we're going to pop it, and then it pops right open, and then we're going to get our mixing bowl out and get our ingredients ready. So listen up, okay? For those of you guys that don't know, I'm from Europe, so when I moved to the States and I saw a recipe with cups in it, and I looked at my husband like, what kind of cups? Like a coffee cup, an espresso cup? Like, I don't know. So I had to learn the whole cup thing. So I will give you the cup measurements too, but I will say if you're baking bread or if you're baking pizza dough or anything like that with flour, it is 100% more precise to go with grams, okay? So I'm going to use my kitchen scale, and I'm going to set it 2 grams, okay? And by the way, of course, everything I show you are Paper Chef products, but just in case you're new, you can go link to my bio, or you can go to your host virtual party and shop on their link directly. And every week there's a giveaway, so make sure you go to my link tree, and it says sign up for recipes. You sign up for that, it signs you up for the weekly giveaway of little mystery products as well, and just make sure you comment, okay? All right, so I just got this set to grams. We're going to put our bowl in here, and then we're going to tear it and zero it out, okay? And we need every pretty much pizza dough recipe, if you go to Italy's 500 grammi, 500 grams, because that's what a bag of flour is, okay? Which equals about 4 cups of flour. So, by the way, you do not need bread flour or anything like that. Any unbleached all-purpose flour will do. I love the King's Arthur. I love the Bob's Red Mill, or Costco has the 00, the Farina 00. That one works really good as well too. So we need 500 grams. My Italian and German just mixed. And this makes about 2 large pizzas. So if you want 4 large pizzas, like if you're feeding a lot of people, you could always double this. There we go. 500 grams of regular white unbleached flour. And many of you guys know I love Aldi's, and Aldi's has a decent flour, but if you use Aldi's flour, you need to sift it because it's kind of grainy, okay? All right, here's where our semolina comes in. So this is what I love. I don't have to dirty another cup, right? So if you use your kitchen scale, I'm now going to zero it out again, and I'm going to add 100 grams, which is about half a cup of semolina flour. Semolina flour is a little yellow. It adds a little bit of like texture to your dough. Okay, this is actually really good on the bottom of your pizza stone too. Adds a little crunch. And I love me a crunchy pizza crust, okay? Extra crunchy, extra well done. Like, I don't know, how do you like your pizza crust? I definitely don't want to pick up a slice of pizza and go, like, no thanks. Like, I need the crunch. It's all about the crunch. If it's not crunchy, it's not good, right? All right, 100 grams, 100 grammi di semolina. Here we go. 101. Perfecto. All right, so we got that. Okay, so, and then we need 1 tablespoon of olive oil, okay? Or like a big tablespoon like that. It's dough, like some of it you can, kind of wing, it's fine. So 1 tablespoon of olive oil, it makes your crust a little softer, like a butter. You can use butter too, but either or will work. And then we need to do some salt. And then about 1 tablespoon of salt, okay? Maybe a little less. All right, so these are our like ingredients for 1, and now we gotta get our water ready. And here's where a lot of people fail. Here's where I used to fail, literally just less than a year ago, okay? I went on a journey to learn all the ins and outs about dough, and I now know all the ins and outs because people taught me. I follow a lot of people, and now I feel like I get it, okay? It's like, that's what I needed to know all along. All right, so let me get some lukewarm water over here, and in the comments, let me know, what is your favorite pizza topping? Put it in the chat while I get some water. What is your favorite pizza topping? Your water can't be too hot, not too hot, and not too cold. Lukewarm. Okay, so you can kind of put your finger in it. If it's kind of warm, should be okay. Just not too cold. If it's too cold, the yeast doesn't rise. If it's too warm, too hot, you kill the yeast, okay? So back here we go. And we need 1.5 cups of water, which is right here. 1.5 cups of water. Warm water, lukewarm water, okay? And then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of yeast. All right, that's it. And then here is what I had to learn that I didn't know, and many of you guys may already know this, but I did not know this. You need to feed the yeast, okay? With sugar, with syrup, agave, honey when it comes to bread baking. So a little bit of sugar, of just about 1/2 tablespoon, okay, to feed and activate the yeast. So the yeast and the sugar combined, that's the key right here. We're just going to stir it. So now I know that. I learned that from my German friend when she came over and she taught me how to bake bread. And I was like, will you please teach me? I don't understand. So now I know that the warm, the wet ingredients always separate. Yeast, water, sugar, sweet, whatever sweetener, always separate. And then put it in with the dough. Now, if you want to test your yeast to make sure it's growing, you could leave this out just for like 30 minutes so it starts bubbling, because if it doesn't bubble, your dough is not going to work. If it doesn't bubble, you just start over. The water was too cold, the water was too warm, or the yeast is too old. Okay, so that was my problem too. I never used yeast, so it was like the yeast that's been sitting in the fridge for like, probably since COVID, since we all started to bake bread. And if you want to measure your water temperature, you can do that as well. You can actually, for those of you guys that have our deluxe cooking blender, you can set it to custom heat of 100 Fahrenheit, and you could do that, or you can use a thermometer as well. Okay, let's see what our favorite pizza toppings here are. Basil, ricotta, tomatoes, and fresh mozzarella. Oh yes, I love it. Sausage, black olives, pepperoni. So did you guys know, I'll tell you a funny story. So I used to be a waitress in Germany, and when Americans came in and they would order pepperoni, I didn't know what that was. I mean, I knew what that was, but I thought it was pepperoni, which is like pepperoncini, the pepper. So that's how all Europeans learned what pepperoni is, that it's not pepperoncini. So I learned that. I didn't know that. So here's a funny story. All right, we're going to add our liquid into our dough right here. Okay, and I'm gonna see if I can show you the side of this new deluxe stand mixer. Okay, so we're gonna, let me see if I can turn this around so you guys can see it better. Can we see it? Pretty, right? You just click back here, it comes down. You hear the little click, we turn it on in the back. It also has a hook on the back, so you can, like, you know, what is it called? Swirl your cable or something? Something like that. I don't know. So here's like probably my favorite setting ever. I bake German Sunday rolls every Sunday, and I used to be like, I have, you know, other companies' product that I've had for years, but I used to have to be like slow and speed it up and slow it down. Now I can just hit the pre-setting, which, so it has pre-setting, so you can custom, you can whip, and it shows you the little attachment. It's really cute. Whip, you can make, you know, buttercream, mix, beat, or knead. So, or you can set your own timer, and you can always add an extra 30 seconds. But right here, the kneading is 8 minutes. So we're going to select that, hold the button, and now this is just going to do its thing for 8 minutes, and I don't have to touch it. So it's basically going to slow and go higher. Okay, so hopefully you can still hear me. So while that happens, please don't forget to comment and share. I would greatly appreciate it. And these little pretzels are great if you buy the bulk yeast thingies as well, once you start getting into that habit. All right, so let's clear this up because I want to show you another new tool that just came out that has been kind of going viral over on TikTok and Instagram, like real viral, right? And that is one that you can use on your fruit, but today, like your strawberries, your banana, but today I thought we would test it on some pizza ingredients, okay? So right here is our brand new, let me come closer and show you, brand new little gadget. Who loves gadgets? I love little gadgets. I mean, that probably makes sense since this is my full-time job. There's a reflective glare on the mixer. All right, let's see over here. Let me move this over, maybe. Is that better? A little better? Okay. Yes, this is what happens when you don't have the biggest kitchen, right? Gotta show you guys around. There we go. So you can see now it's speeding up. And it's gonna keep speeding up, and then it's done, right? Anyways, all right, back to business. This is our brand new cup slicer, okay? So it's really cute for kids. I can't wait for my kids to try it when they get home today. About strawberries and bananas, we're gonna make a fruit bowl. But it has sharp blades on the bottom, and you just press, keep pressing. So if you'll see it. I'll show you how it works in action, okay? And I'm actually gonna test it on grape tomatoes. I'm not quite sure how that's gonna go, but I was like, well, you know, I'm gonna embarrass myself. Might as well do it live. But we don't know until we try, okay? So we are going to prep our pizza ingredients. Oh, it looks so good. It's great though. It's like bellissimo. Okay, bellissimo. Let me see. Come a little bit closer. Can you see that? Okay. So we are going to have one of the pizza be like veggie pizza. Okay. So I already washed these, but this is actually my first time using it because I have yet to make it to the grocery store. So I just ran over there real quick and grabbed a few things today. But supposedly, this is how it works. You guys ready? Let's see, does this fit? I guess it does. So instead of slicing, let's go. One. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, I do more. This is fun. So these are a little big though. These are like ginormous. I'm going to try it on olives, strawberries, bananas, right? But if you have little kids, our new color-coded knives are back as well. And then it just goes right directly into your cup. How cool is that? You can want the last thing out. Bada boom. Oh. Now how cool is this for little kids to cut their strawberries, their bananas, to help them with food prep, right? We dump it all out. Look at that. Bada bing, bada bing. All right, let's try it on. I'm scared to try them grape tomatoes. What do you guys think? I don't know. I feel like this could be messy. These are kind of mushy too. Maybe not the most mushiest one. Let's try it. Let's try it. If we fail, we fail. I know it won't work on grape tomatoes, so we'll see. All right, let's give it a try. Let's just exploded. Okay. All right. Maybe just make sure they're not very mushy. Look at that. Cut a big, cut a boom. All right, let's try it on. Let's try it on olives. Who likes olives? Who puts olives on their pizza? Let's use our handy dandy can opener. So our can opener cuts the edges so it's not sharp. How much longer is left on this? 3 minutes, but the dough is already, I don't know if you guys can see it from up there, but the dough is like all together. It's all done, right? Let me show you this little handy tool right here. Everybody needs one of those. It's a little can strainer. Now I'm able to just add it to the top of my can and dump it over the sink just like that. Works for tuna too. Okay, here we go. Testing out the olives. See how that goes. So your kids can help. Anybody have little kids that would love something like this? Look at that. It's like a little game. I love how the cup holds it all. Like, ding, 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 ding. This is fun. I have way too much fun with this. Do we love this? So this is our new cup slicer. Pizza toppings. Okay, so one last thing I'm going to show you, and I'll give you one more tip for this dough as well, and that is how I make my pizza sauce. So I make my pizza sauce in my deluxe cooking blender. I'm just going to use the blender to mix the tomatoes. You can cook your sauce, your pizza sauce, but you don't have to, okay? So, I need to pay attention. Let's put this guy over here. Oop, I just turned it off. Good job, Claudia. I just paused it. There you go. Oh, let me tell you another reason why I love this. For those of you guys that have been following me, my other pink KitchenAid used to be at the top of my shelves, and the KitchenAid is top heavy. So every time I had to come take it down, it was like a whole like this versus this is bottom heavy. So it's really, really nice to take down. And I don't know what I was thinking getting a pink KitchenAid, but now I have something that matches all my other appliances. But you know, the things you do when you're young that you don't think about. All right, these are, let me show you, the best tomatoes, San Marzano. Let's see what we got. Yes, yes. Definitely want that new cup slicer, right? I know, my little paper chef addicts, you're gonna want it because it's awesome. Okay, love the little strainer. Yes, the can strainer. It's like a couple bucks, like totally cool. Anyways, these are the best if you can find it. San Marzano. Make sure they are certified. Those are the real San Marzano tomatoes, and they're just so good. And there's no like weird ingredients in this. Okay, it's literally just tomatoes and salt and a basil leaf. Like that's it. Okay. Sarah says, my little granddaughter helps me all the time, but her knife scares me so much. Yeah, so guys, there's been, I mean, I need to still test it on my kids, but my kids are not really little anymore, but I've seen so many little hands do their strawberries and the bananas with the little cup slicer, and it's like super cute. How much sodium? That's a good question. It says 40 milligrams of sodium for half a cup. I don't know what that equals to, but there's your answer. I don't know. All right, so you see, it just stopped. So we could have been walking away from this, right? And our dough is done. So we're just going to lift the back. Look at this perfect dough, right? You know your dough is perfect when there's nothing left in the bowl. 8 minutes. I didn't touch it. I didn't have to speed it up. I didn't have to turn it off. It is like amazing. So I will show you something I just learned like literally a couple months ago. I did not know this. So normally cover it up, put it in the oven. Actually, what my dad taught me is we would cover the, I almost said a bad word. We would cover the crap out of this, okay? Put it under blankets in a bedroom. So you never knew when you went to lay down that there was dough on the bed, right? I don't know if anybody has these stories as well. But if you want the perfect temperature for your dough to rise, if you have our multi-cooker right here, which is our pressure cooker, our sous vide cooker, our slow cooker, it's like a power cooker, okay? It has a proof setting for yogurt. So you can put your dough in there and click the yogurt setting, and it basically accelerates the proofing process. So if it normally takes you 6 hours, it'll take you 3, okay? Which is really, really cool. So I have a bunch of videos and people are like, did you just put dough in your pressure cooker? Yeah, because it's a multi-cooker, okay? So, but I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on the bottom of this, and then I'm gonna put it in the yogurt setting as well, okay? So you just take this pot right here, okay? Put a little oil. You don't have to put oil, but it gets a little sticky once it starts rising. So just a little bit, okay? And you see how easy this dough just comes right out, see? Okay, so you can thank my parents for the recipe. Many of you guys have met them already. By the way, all of these are dishwasher safe, okay? They come with three thingies, attachments. The hook, the whisk, and it comes with the paddle with the little scraper. All 3 of them come with it. Alright, so put that in there, right? Get the oil everywhere, and now we're gonna put this in here, and we're gonna hit yogurt. I'll do this after the video because I only have so many plugs over here, but you can hit yogurt and just let it do its thing. Okay, last ingredient. Oh my god. Okay, 22 minutes. I don't want to keep you guys too long. Can opener, where'd you go? Right here. Oh, pizza sauce, okay? It's like the easiest thing in the world. You do not need to buy pre-store-bought pizza sauce. You could literally just make it in 2 seconds. So here we go. Our San Marzano whole tomatoes, if you can. There we go. Get those open. Hello? Hello? No, you want to go? Guess we didn't go all the way around. Looks like we stopped right here. So these are great for your pasta sauce, pizza sauce, or anything anytime you need tomatoes. This is the one you want to go. All right, let's see. There we go. And I don't know if you've ever been to Italy, but the tomatoes smell so good. Now you could put this on sauce and cook the sauce as well, but like I said, you don't have to. So use your tomato sauce. That's it. Okay, I'll show you how easy it is to make pizza sauce. Use your tomato sauce, a little bit of salt, about a tablespoon. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. And then we're going to use our oregano. And yes, you're going to laugh. Mine's in like a giant Ziploc bag. I bring this back from Italy. You didn't know. Oregano looks like this. Dried oregano. Like little stems like this. That's how they sell it in Italy. Put it in a bag, and there's always some that crumbles to the bottom. We're just going to add a lot of that. And that's it. You can use that sauce all week long. Pizza pockets, flatbread pizzas, yada yada yada. Okay, showed you a lot. Okay, I could still be here on for like another 30 minutes if you want me to. I still gotta grate my cheese. I gotta get this dough started, but that's okay. I won't keep you too long. But anyway, so if you are new here, make sure you leave a comment, or not. Make sure you leave a comment so I know who's watching. But let me know if you're gonna try your own pizza dough, or maybe you already have your own. That's cool too. But it is so, don't get me wrong, I love me good New York pizza too, but it is so expensive. Like 2 large pizzas is like $45, okay? And then that's not even like having it delivered to your house and tip, right? It comes to like $60. And this right here, by the time I'm done making 2 large pizzas, I don't know, $5 or something, if even that, right? Not much, because I will have leftover sauce, I have leftover cheese. We're gonna make one of them a white pizza. We're gonna do, that's Marco's favorite. Does anybody love a white pizza? Marco loves a New York white pizza, which is ricotta, mozzarella, and garlic. He loves it. So I'm gonna try that. I've never made it, so we're gonna see how that goes. Anyways, let me know if you do that. And let me tell you that there's always 3 ways to get our products, okay? So if you saw something and you're like, damn, that looks nice, I want more of that, right? Number 1 is if you're part of one of the virtual parties, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then this is not for you. Just go to your virtual party host, go shop there. whatever you want. Number 2, you can go to Linktree in my bio, okay? Buy whatever you want. You get a free gift when you spend $90 or more, and $150 you also get free shipping. No, we're not Amazon. We're not giving you free shipping for everything because you actually pay for Amazon Prime, right? Pay like $120 a year to get free shipping. Anyways, number 2 is if you're like, oh my God, there's so many things I want. Like I want the mixer, and I want the blender, and I want the pressure cooker, but I can't just buy everything. My husband would kill me, or my wife would kill me, or something like that. Then message me virtual party, okay? I'll hook you up with a virtual party. I introduce these products to your friends, they shop, and you get free and discounted items. My average host of a virtual party gets about a $200 free shopping spree, okay? Number 3, if you're like, money's getting a little tight, Claudia, but I love to cook. I want to learn how to cook more. I would love to invite you to say yes to the apron, okay? This apron allowed me over the last 13 years to do a lot of things, okay? I was able to quit my full-time job. I was able to stay at home with my kids when they were smaller, and I was able to grow into a strong leader and build a huge team. We're actually part of one of the top teams in the entire country, and I would love to coach and mentor you. So when you go to Linktree in my bio and you type in Say Yes PC, there's a coupon right now. You can share it with a friend for 25% of all of our starter kits. So if you have any questions about that, I would be happy to chat with you about it and show you how you can make money making dinner like I did, right? Just feed my family. Tax write-off, people. All right, any other questions that I can answer? I answered the sodium question. Stephanie wants that mixer. Yes, I know, right? It is so pretty. I love learning how to make pizza. Yay! Sometimes for me, those things are very simple, but then I don't know how to make enchilada sauce, and I'm sure that is very simple. I just never make it. So it's just something I grew up with. So it's super, super easy for me. All right. Thank you for the hearts. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. If you have any other questions, you know where to find me. Just send me a message. Going to have a fun pizza night. You'll see more in the stories when I pull out the dough. Just make sure you follow me on Facebook or Instagram so you can see my stories. And that's it. I invite you to say yes to the apron. So, all right, I'm done. Goodbye. Ciao, ciao.